Piers Morgan took to Twitter to make yet another dig at the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, as he decided to blame the former actress for England's cricket downfall against Australia at today's Ashes game. The controversial journalist tweeted, "It's Meghan Markle's fault. Not quite sure why yet, but I'll think of a reason," as he blamed the actress for England's terrible start to the Test match against Australia. Posting the snide dig to his nearly 8 million followers, it didn't take long for others to chip in, with one replying "lol true." Another added, "She didn't offer her support, did she? Markled." Piers' tweet was made in response to England being out 147 in the first innings against the Aussies in the Ashes, a Test cricket series played between the two countries. However, other social media users weren't quite as on board as Piers in blaming Meghan, as they slammed his sarcastic comment in the replies section. One wrote, "You never stop, right? Isn't this turning into an obsession, Piers?" Another added, "At least you're consistent." Followed by, "Got in there before anyone else did, right?" A third said, "She is still not into you and a top-selling author compared to your sale. Stop embarrassing yourself and move on. It's hardly the first time, and most likely will not be the last time, Piers has taken aim at Meghan and Harry." Earlier in the year, the former Good Morning Britain presenter had stormed off from the live show on March 9, over a discussion about Meghan and Prince Harry's controversial interview with Oprah Winfrey. On another occasion, Piers' comments over whether a senior royal made racist remarks about Harry and Meghan's unborn child caused 50,000 Ofcom complaints. Meghan also complained to Piers' boss at ITV, Caroline McCall, which meant Piers was asked to make an on-air apology, but he refused. Since leaving GMB in March, Piers announced in September that he'll be joining Rupert Murdoch-owned News Corp and Fox News Media, hosting a new show that will air in the US, UK and Australia, to which, he said, "celebrate the right of everyone to have an opinion." New documentary alleges couple deliberately made royals look stupid with memorable stunt. "They told us that there would be positions out in Windsor, outside the castle, where there would be media briefings," Richard Palmer, royal correspondent for the Daily Express, said in the doc. "And then on the day he was born they announced she's gone into labor and so we're all rushing to Windsor," Palmer continued. "And then you find she's given birth, and actually, she'd given birth hours ago before we'd told you she'd gone into labor. They made it so difficult for us. And it felt like they had deliberately gone out of their way to make the British media look stupid. So the baby was born in the early hours of this morning and I'm in a taxi on the way to be reporting that she's in labor," echoed Camilla Tominey, an associate editor at the Daily Telegraph. "When in fact, it's a fait accompli. And, by the way, they're not going to tell us much, including where the baby's been born," she added. "So if I'm asked live on the air where the baby's been born, I won't be able to say that." Harry and Meghan's use of social media, I think, really threw the British press for a loop, Ellie Hall, a senior reporter for BuzzFeed News. "It was only when Archie was born that it really became something that if you wanted to know what was going on with Harry and Meghan, you had to follow this account. When we finally were introduced to Archie it was 3 days after he was born," Rhiannon Mills, a royal correspondent for Sky News, chimed in. "They decided that they wanted to do a very small photo call. The horror. Imagine a new mother wanting to stay at home with her baby instead of embarking on a press junket."